Hey, what's up? My name is Samuel Leeds and I'm a property investor. Now in this video, I am going to be answering your property investment questions. So please go ahead, knock yourself out in the comments right now and ask me any question around property investment or property entrepreneurship. And then I'm going to do my very best to answer your property investment questions. Now, do me a massive favor though, and please smash the like button. Go ahead, go on, smash that like button. And also subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on so that you don't miss my answer to your question. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna answer last week's questions. And while I'm doing that, maybe I'll answer something and you'll then have a lead on question or an offshoot to a question. Go ahead, ask it below in the comment box. No question is too stupid. No question is too complex. If you've got a problem or if you're not sure about something, I've probably been through it myself over the last 12 years, doing over 300 property investment deals. And I'm happy to pass that information on to you right now. So SS says, "Hi Samuel, can you allow subscribers to come and learn from and shadow you while on site at projects?" SS, sure man, hit me up. Let's do something. I'm always happy for people to come and learn and see what's happening. So yeah, hit me up on Instagram. I'm sure we can do something. And also, when you hit me up though, I'll probably say to you first, come on down to the crash course. It's free, you know, get all the foundational knowledge. But yeah, very, very open. I regularly take people around my building sites and investment properties and things like that. Always open to share. Callum's journey. Hi Samuel, I'm 17. I'm super motivated to jump into property. I have little funds, but loads of time. I'm growing my knowledge. I want to know, if you were a teenager again with a few £100s to your name, but with all the knowledge you had today, how and where would you start and grow back to the place you are today? I would probably start, Callum, with deal sourcing, because I think that if you've only got a few £100s to your name, you're going to really struggle to buy a house yourself. So I would start by getting really good at finding investment properties and then sell them. And then when you sell them, you'll get paid a few £1,000s. Start saving up your money. And then while you're saving up your money, you're also getting really good at property. And then when you find a really good property, you can say, actually, I'm going to use my money that I saved. And then maybe a year later, you'll start saying, actually, you know what? I'm now 18, 19. I've got really good at finding deals. I've got a few investors that know who I am and are buying from me. Maybe I'll make an offer whereby they, instead of buying a deal from me, can invest with me. They put the money in, I'll do the management, and I'd start organically growing it like that. You don't need money to start making money in property and to become a successful property investor and businessman. What you need is courage, knowledge, commitment, and tenacity. You know, that's what you need, and I think you've got that. So good luck, and keep me posted how you get on. All right, James Life. For those who aren't in the I have no money boat, great, you get a real contrast now. So for those who aren't in the I have no money boat, so in other words, you've got money, what do you think is the best way to grow your portfolio? I'm currently in conveyancing stages of 2 BRR deals, but my offer was accepted in November and it still hasn't completed. This means growing your portfolio takes a long time. How can we speed this up? Okay, James, you got fast pound and slow pound. You got quick money and you've got slow money. Buying a property and renting it out or doing a development deal or whatever, that is slow. And unfortunately, there's not much you can do to speed it up. I mean, yeah, you can buy from auction, you can complete, but even if you do that, it takes time to then renovate. It takes time to then refinance. And then you've got to put tenants in. And do tenants make you rich? No, they don't make you rich. They give you a dripping, ongoing passive income. So that's slow. Now, because it's slow, does it mean it's not good? Does it mean you shouldn't do it? No, it's brilliant because it's passive. It's wealth building. But you also need quick instant cash methods. That's why I advocate things like rent to rents. You know, rent to rents, deal sourcing, quick, instant. So you want to be rowing the boat with 2 oars. Okay, so while you're waiting on completion and you're waiting for the builders and you're waiting, you've also, rather than thinking, oh, come on, oh, hurry up, you've got something else going on over here. Okay, if you try and row a boat with 1 oar, you're going to go round in circles. And that's how it can feel waiting on solicitors to complete on property. Oh, I'm going around in circles. I'm banging my head off a brick wall. Whereas if you've got one OR, which is fast pound, one OR, which is slow pound, one OR, which is passive income, and one OR that's massive income. You've got your massive, passive, fast, slow, active, you understand? So you want to be rowing the two, and that's what's going to get you fast results, and that's what's going to get you rich. Hope that helps. Nikolai Arvin. I'm doing rent to rent, but I'm stuck when landlords or agents ask for referencing because I'm a newly formed company and I don't have any. What can I do? Thanks in advance. So listen, a few things you can do. Number one is you can get somebody to joint venture with you that's got a little bit more track record, and you can go, look, can you come in on the deal with me? We'll do it together and I'll give you a small percentage of the profit. You know, you can get a guarantor. Biggest thing is you need to be able to sell yourself, present yourself. When I do the financial freedom challenges, they don't ask me these questions. Why? Because of my confidence. If they say to me, oh, have you done this before? Have you got your company's quite new? I'll say, look, my company's brand new. This will actually be my first property instruction. And that's why I've offered such a good deal. And that's why I'm going to do such a good job and I'm going to deliver, because I want to use you as a testimonial one day. So, you know, is that okay? How do you feel about that? And then you flipped it on its head. SM, hi Samuel, please could you share your method of finding and instructing builders for a major refurb? Is it purely based on recommendations from existing investors, or is there another way? Thanks for doing this, really appreciate it. SM, so if you're doing a major refurb, you need to find builders that specialize in doing major refurbs. If I'm looking to do something a bit bigger, let's say I've got like a big full-on major refurb, I'm going to find builders who advertise themselves on Google doing extensions. I'm not going to find a builder that's advertising for small jobs. I'm going to find a builder that's like, you know, on their website, it's like we do extensions and we do house building, or depending on how big it is. I'm also going to look at the reviews on Google reviews. Now listen, every company is going to have good reviews and bad reviews, but you want the majority to be good. Okay? Like, I get bad reviews. Okay? I get bad reviews. Some people might just not particularly like the way that I teach or whatever, but if you go on my Google reviews page, you'll see that it's 4.5 stars, okay, with like over 1,000 different people. So generally speaking, most people are happy. So, you know, I'd want to be finding builders who have got a lot of good reviews, more good than bad, who advertise themselves to do the right kind of job. Also recommended is really important. If they're not recommended, you want to ask them for some recommendations. So, hey, could you take me around some of your previous refurbs? I want to see the standard of your work. Maybe speak to some of their clients. I would also recommend it's not about finding the builder, it's also about managing the builder, making sure that you have a correct contract in place and you make sure that you have an understanding of what the costs are going to be, what the breakdown of that is, the time scales. That's a really important aspect too. So good luck. Joanna Wilson, how long after you get your first property can you refinance? I am out of the UK and try to join your class on Saturday. I'm interested in that one again in April, but it won't accept my mobile number for payment. What else could I do if it doesn't work? Okay, so two things. One, I'll answer your question, and then two, you're asking about your payment and stuff. I'll answer that a little bit as well. So in terms of how long after you can refinance immediately once the work has been done. So if you buy a house and then you fix the problem, you can refinance straight away with some lenders. Most lenders will want you to have owned the property 6 months. Now, in my experience, sometimes it's worth waiting the 6 months because it gives you a bigger choice of lenders, which means that you can choose the best rate. Because you could be like, I want to refinance really quickly and just get my money and pay off my bridging loan. That's great, but then if you're fixed into a 3-year contract where you're paying 5% interest instead of waiting a few more months and getting fixed in at just 2 years and paying 3%, like, you know, so 6 months is standard, but you can do it quicker if you need to. And in terms of getting on the crash course, it says that it won't accept your mobile number. Just email the team@property-investors.co.uk, and they'll sort your problem out. Anyone else that wants to come to the crash course, I'll leave a link in the description. It's free. It's a free training program. I think there's a £1 test payment to check you're a real person, but it's free. Gonzalo, I'm 19, was planning on doing rent-to-serviced accommodation in Oxford in September, but now rethinking the strategy due to low tourism. Would you recommend me to rent a house, live in one room and rent out the others? No need for a HMO license, right? Or do the same but buying the house? Maybe interest rates are lower for first-time buyers. All of those options that you've just said are good. Rent to service accommodation in Oxford is good. You say there's low tourism, but that's why you can get a good deal right now. And tourism is not, service accommodation is not just for tourists. It's for businesses. It's for relocators, contractors. But renting a property and then doing it as a rent to rent and living in it, it's good. Buying a property, I would probably do rent to HMO, but living in it. I'd probably do that. But it depends on what your goals are. But that's a really nice, because then you're not even putting money down. You're living rent free. You're not putting money down, and just build from there. Okay, Zach Collins. Thanks for the continued content and answers to my questions. I'm picking up the keys to my first BRR property thanks to your content. Well done. My question, when getting a mortgage, do you purchase on a residential mortgage, renovate and refinance on a buy-to-let, pulling out the equity? As if I purchase more properties, I will be limited due to my income when I purchase again on a residential mortgage, or purchase BRR on buy-to-let, renovate and refinance again. You don't want to purchase on buy-to-let, because if it's a buy, refurbish, refinance, you can't get a mortgage usually, and then you can't get a buy-to-let mortgage if the property needs works, because that's not a buy-to-let. You want to get a bridging loan for deals like this usually. On this occasion, you did it as a residential mortgage, fine. Moving forward, get a bridging loan. This is the purpose of a bridging loan. It's to bridge the gap between the purchase and the mortgage while you're refurbing it. So bridging loan is the correct type of finance usually for this type of deal. Congrats on your BRR, buddy. Be in touch, Zach. Get in touch with me. Let's talk. Razvan Gabriel. Would you recommend buying your first deal from a deal sourcer or finding it yourself? I'd find it myself. And the reason is because I believe that you should only pay a deal sourcer for their time and not for their expertise. If you're paying a deal sourcer for their expertise, I don't know how to find a deal, I'll just pay you. That's your fate. That's your financial legacy, your future, and you're just putting it in someone else's hands. I don't know what I'm doing, I'll just pay you to find me a deal. No. And many deal sources will pull the wool over your eyes. Some of them will do it out of ignorance. There's a lot of good deal sources out there. But you want to find your own deal. And you want to learn to find your own deal so that no one can pull the wool over your eyes. And then once you know how to find your own deal and you've done it once, and if you haven't got time, fine, pay someone else to find them for you. But you're paying for their time, not for their expertise. That's my opinion. There's no right and wrong. I hope it's helpful. Let me know if this video is helpful by hitting the like button. You know the thumb that you can see under the video? There's two thumbs. There's one that's up, there's one that's down. I want the one that's up, I want it to be blue. Okay, I want it to be bright blue. So click it, make it blue, show some love. I do a YouTube video every single day. I answer people's questions tirelessly every single week on a Q&A Sunday. So at least all I want from you is a blue thumb that points up. That's it. Subscribe to the channel. I hope you found that helpful. Join me as well if you want to come to the Property Investors Crash Course. I'll leave a link in the description. Get your tickets. You can subscribe to the channel right here. You can see a ton more awesome videos up right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.